Okay, so I'm going to give an honest review on a 2023 Ram 1500. It has the V6 motor. I think it's either the 3.6 or 3.7 motor in it. Ram, you should have done a different truck. I know that there's regulations from the government, but this is pitiful. This truck is absolutely pitiful. And I'll show you exactly why. I can show you in just one little spot exactly why this truck is terrible. So I'm in Nevada. I'm pulling a trailer, and the trailer is maybe 4,000 pounds. And here's the numbers. This is the fastest. You can look at the temperature. It's only 50 degrees outside. This is the fastest that I can go. And I have a little bit of a side wind, and you can tell from the movement of the video, I'm being buffeted by a wind. This is the fastest that I can go with a 4,000 pound trailer without it overheating. And I can show you in just a few seconds what happens. So 55, 56 miles an hour, it stays at a comfortable temperature. As soon as I increase that, and you'll see that the speed in the lower right corner is increasing. Watch the tachometer, the RPM gauge, whatever you want to say with it. It up to 3,000 RPM. This motor is so tiny. I promise you, it's like half of a motor, more like a lawnmower motor than anything. So I put it up to 60 miles an hour, and if it's up to 3,000 RPM. Here's another thing that I just had. I got a semi, you can see up here passing me. As soon as the semi comes, I'm just being blown all over. There's no weight on this truck because it has a little tiny motor. There's no weight on it, and so any kind of wind or buffet, this truck just goes all over the road. And the trailer blowing all over the place, and it's just, there's no weight to command the trailer. I have a Ram 1500 and a Ram 2500. My 1500 has a Hemi in it, and neither one of them will be blown around like that. And even my 1500 being smaller won't do that. But you can see if you look at the temperature gauge that the transmission is getting a little bit warmer. Now it's at 60. I've pulled in California, and this is, mind you, like I said, it's 50 degrees. Now here I go, another semi. I'm getting buffeted again. So it's 50 degrees. If I first started driving with this truck, I was in 105 degrees, and I could get no faster than 50 mile an hour. I went almost 3.5 hours at 50 mile an hour, because if I went any faster than that, it overheated. And this is a brand new truck. You can see how many miles are on it. This truck is an embarrassment. And so I'm going to increase it up to 65, which the speed limit where I'm at is 80. I'm in Nevada. I should be able to at least do 70 with the trailer, at least 70 to 75. I put it up to 65, and look where the RPMs are at, 4,000. And it just downshifted down to 3,000. Okay, watch the temperature gauge. And this is on a flat stretch, and I'm in a somewhat of a downhill portion of the road. So, but watch the oil temperature especially. The electronics on this truck, while I'm waiting on that, electronics on this truck are pretty good. And I have to say, I do like the electronics. And it's comfortable. I had to sleep in it 2 nights because I drive and deliver. But it's actually comfortable to sleep in. And that's surprising because my other trucks aren't. But that's the good side of this truck. There's really no other good side. It's just a big disappointment. So anyway, I'm setting right now at 2,500. But mind you, like I said, you can see the road. There's a little bit of a hill ahead of me. I'm going downhill. So that's why everything's sitting here. Now, I'll be at this hill here in just a second, and you'll see, and you can see the hill coming up here. It's not a big hill. This is a little hill. But watch what it does to this truck. And this, I would not be surprised to see 5,500 RPM on the gauge. So keep it in the top right corner there. You can see, in fact, let me do this, come up here a little bit. You see I'm fixing to come to this hill right now. So watch what this truck will do to try to keep it at 65. There's the first shift. There's the second shift. And look at the temperature climbing. Well, actually, that's trying to make a liar out of me. There goes 212, 210. Anyway, it's bouncing all over the place. It's not even consistent. It's part of it, part of the frustration with it. I'm in a slight incline. This is not a steep incline. This is a slight incline, maybe a 1 or 2% grade. And this thing wants to 4,000 RPM it. I seen this. I went over the Grapevine and also went over the Donner Pass. And on the Grapevine, I pushed it a little bit to see what it would do, and the oil temperature got all the way up to 240 degrees on the oil temperature, and the radiator temperature got to about 232. The transmission was at like a 203 was the temperature on it, but you can and there was no 65 mile an hour. It was 45, 50 all the way up the hill, and that's what kind of temperatures it was pulling, just doing 45, 50. But you can see, I mean, it's 4,000 RPM, and that's not a major hill. Now this is a good decline, so we'll see it probably shift way down. You see the downward part of this hill. And I know this is a somewhat lengthy video, but I had to do this to kind of get it. This is easy environment. I don't even know if my other 1500 would even downshift on this. That's how easy this one is. The 2500 has a diesel in it. It wouldn't even shift, and it wouldn't even climb in temperature at all on that hill, simply because it's not a hill. It's it's nothing. It's almost like flatland, but this truck can't seem to handle it. So anyway, this is my honest opinion video. It's just, it's an embarrassment. And there might not have been perfect conditions on this one, but trust me when I tell you, it's bad, really bad. When I get without this trailer, I might find that it has decent gas mileage, but I'm going to be the only one in here. So if you had a family and loaded back with luggage, you probably wouldn't make it. So my suggestion is this, Ram. I know that there is people that are putting regulations on you for gas mileage and whatever and all that stuff. Don't kowtow to them. This is embarrassment. This thing does not need to be called a Ram. It should be called a sheep. It's just pitiful. Sorry excuse for a truck. Sorry excuse. And I barely. It's a vehicle with a bed in it is what it is. It's really not a truck. So anyway, talk to you later. Bye.